Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi 1, which is running Raspbian Linux. Stacked upon it is a serial Pi Plus board to which a serial cable is connected. Also connected is a Raspberry Pi camera, which is currently active and streaming to VLC. Also connected is a network cable for VNC, virtual network computing, as well as a band cable which leads to this breadboard with electronics and some fischertechnik. And the electronics is centered around this part for the current project, which is to control electronics using I2C. This part is not considered right now, which is using analog to digital conversion using the SPI protocol. But as I said, concentrating on this part. Right now, these LEDs are controlled. Let's see if that still works. And yes, including this one, which is the last one, and they are still working. And the objective is to use this switch right here to change the direction, and for that I'm using the PI GPIO library, but so far that doesn't really work well. Not to say that it doesn't work at all. Last time I tried to figure out if a port that was used was it a real port or the port number. I didn't figure out, unfortunately, because connecting to either, so let's say pin 12 or GPIO 12, two very different assignments, and port 12 is right there, GPIO 12 is somewhere there, so on the other half. Neither works. And that is too bad, because this LED is supposed to burn when I press the switch. And it doesn't burn. Well, not right now because it's not connected, but when it was connected it didn't burn either. And so the question remains where to go to. Well, I did find a solution. Question is that solution, which is in the actually telling which one to use, correct? And if so, why doesn't it work for me? So that is again the focus for this episode. So let's go to screencast and see whatever can be done. So after this introduction, we have a camera, larger resolution, so everything better visible, but more importantly, this is the GCC command, which works now, so I can compile anything. I have, as said, VLC working here. At least I hope so. Yes, it works. Be it with some delay of a few seconds, but it does work. This is working, and it says button pressed with it, which is logical because I am not pressing the button. Concentrating on the demo version of the software in contrast to the wiring Pi version. And and then here is the software that reads from 12 watt. And there is the big question. The last thing that I did was a write of write to 13. So let me say this is supposed to read the switch, and this one is supposed to make a LED burn, which is this one. And this is of course vice versa. This is not pressed, not pressed, and this is switching it on, and this is on, and this is of course LED off. Well, alright, that those are a few things, but as it doesn't read the button yet, what to do? Okay, so I have searched into PI GPIO or Pi GPIO, and there it says somewhat lower GPIO 25 pin 22. Aha, very important. Now I need to find that page again. Yeah, this one. So I am looking for what? So this should be GPIO 12 and this should be GPIO 13. And now the big question is, of course, where are they? And something keeps dropping. Anyway, 12, GPIO 12. Well, GPIO 13 is 33. GPIO 13 is pin 33, GPIO 12 is 32. And that is 4 and 2. And now I have to be careful, because what is power? Power is 3.3 volts, and this is I better refer to ground. Ground is 6. So everything which is in the same row as ground is even, which means that 32 is the 5th from the other side on top, which is switch. So where does the switch go? The wire from the switch goes where exactly? That is this wire. Oh, you can't see it of course now. So let me go here. So that is this little wire, and it has to go to the 5th right here. That also means that pin 33 is the fourth on the lower side. And that is this wire. It's a thick wire, but it should go right here if it fits. Now the question is, does it actually work? I made a few changes, not in the code but in command, but let's take no chances and compile again. Let's do it again. Right, now the question is, does it work? So, starting, and everything works. And that is not nice, because although the signal goes forth, it keeps saying button not pressed, and that was the same as last time. So I may have to check for the wiring of the button. If that indeed is correct, because I doubt it right now. Okay, checking everything there is to check first back here GPIO 12 and GPIO 13, which leads to this part of the schematics. 13 indeed GPIO. However, going back here, this is ground, so no GPIO number, and then this is no GPIO number either, so I have to adapt that. No, that is not true. I am talking about SCL and SDA. 3 and 5. Those are these two, and that is 2 and 3. Is that correct in my schematics? So SDA is 2. I have to be consistent, very consistent. Then SCL is 3. Now I am consistent. Because it's not pin, it's GPIO. That said, the switch, of which I thought it was wrongly wired, turns out to be wired correctly. This LED, which is this LED, is wired correctly. Ground and well, the port that it is supposed to do. So if I now press it, yeah, nothing has changed, so nothing is happening, absolutely nothing. And by the way, last time I did check the LED, if it worked at all, I just swapped them and this one worked as well. So it's not a matter of, let's say, wrong wire or defective LED. So what can it be? Something too thick? I can of course check if there is some signal on it anyway. For that I of course use the oscilloscope and add another signal. So using the third probe, have to be careful of course, and then okay, now nothing is happening because it's not pressed. Nothing coming through, no signal at all. Then let's change things. So okay, so this means that the third probe is working. No defect. So this probe goes back here. It does mean though, I have to be careful with the wires. It does mean that there is absolutely no signal coming on from pin 13, which does mean nothing will happen. Is there any signal going to port 12? Next question. Once again, probe to, yeah, and then such a thing happens of course. Carefully putting the wire back. Alright. Then I better take it in the other direction. Which wire goes there? That is the left. That is this wire. So I hook it up right onto the switch. Yes. Press the switch. Nothing happens. Okay. Testing everything then. This carries signal. This doesn't. So despite me thinking that there is some correct stuff on it, that turns out not to be true. So if I do it like this, shouldn't be, but who knows. Alright, again. So now I but it still says, oh, now I get something. GPIO, oh, bad level, GPIO 13, GPIO, okay, that is something different altogether. Now I know where to look for, but at least, where did I go to? Okay, let me do it again. Button pressed is signaled. Alright, now that works. So the I have to change 1 and 2 in the schematics, but also something right here is something wrong. Alright, so with this knowledge I have changed schematics. So now GPIO 12 is going to 1 and R9 is going to 2, or vice versa. Doesn't really matter. Bad value. Well, the point is that I got this straight from the example. But if it is wrong, then why not change it back to 0? Back to 1, excuse me. So, and this, recompile, execute. Press a button. Oh, look at that, how sweet it is. Except that it doesn't work now. Where are my walking LEDs? But this works. This works. Alright. So, continuation. What to do when? Because this was only a preparation to reverse the direction of the LEDs. So, if done correctly, if this, do this. If this, do this. But right now, it's not working at all. Although what I see here, wait. Yeah, this is not correct. There is something definitely wrong. There it works. Okay. Once again, wiring is so subtle. Look at that. How sweet things are. And that also indicates that when I go, where should I go? Not this one, not this one. I think this one, yeah. And yeah, this one. I got it from here. Look here. Oh wait, that's the reason. This I got instruction wrong. This says GPIO pulse modulation, and I did it with GPIO right. That's a big difference. Okay. So right is either 1 or 0, and GPIO pulse modulation you can do something else. Alright. Anyway, this is fine with me. Not centering on pulse modulation, I'm centering on I2C. So how to continue with this? Rewrite everything. Well, not everything. Put this part of the code in here. And that is how many lines? One. Oh, that's also another one. It starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With this one, 8. But let's delete it because it's not used anyway. Delete this one. Somewhat cleaner coding. So that is 6, 7, yeah. Seven lines, and those go in there. Not quite, of course, because what has to be done now is and I hope this will work. Blocking it out. And unfortunately it is not highlighting code, so I can't see whether something is now blocked out or not. And this part has to go there. And this is the way it's supposed to be. So let's first compile this one. Alright, that looks promising. So if I press the switch, it will only then it will go this way. Say move left, whichever left is. See, now it goes towards the camera. I press the button. And now it goes both ways. One way only. And now it goes both ways again. Okay, that's a nice, very nice result. and I'm going to end with it. This will be next time. Yep. Alright, and very shortly, this one, so I didn't do it for nothing. And then you can immediately see the big delay because I'm holding the switch already for some quite some seconds. Alright, press the switch. Oh, and then it helps, of course, if everything works. So I have to go here. Oh, it's still working. That's good. So pressing the switch. So you can see here lights going, you can see this light, and you can see this one. And I have to remind myself that I'm not locking the camera, so I'm pressing it. Alright, that's it. And once again the lights have stopped working. Oh well. And that is the end of this episode. And once again the wires are okay. Now it is working again. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me on Twitter. Please retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment. You can show your support by making a small donation. More information at the start of this video or on my website, which is listed in the description box under the video. And you can also choose to become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website or with the videos. Up to you, all voluntary, but very much appreciated. For now, thanks for watching and